All right. So I got a new lens. It's a 180 degree aux lens. And so what that means is, here, I can show you. This is one of my normal lenses. It's a 50 millimeter lens in a 46 millimeter diameter screw mount. Unfortunately, it is not the right size for this camera, so I have an adapter for it. So they link together like this. And then this aux lens, which you can see on screen, goes on top of it. I don't think this will work, but if I do this, you can kind of see me. Hello. So what that means is if I screw this on top of this, I can then put all of that hang on. I can then put all of that on here. Got my lens cap, but have a very wide angle lens that I have to adjust. So that's the new lens I got. One of the two that I got. $20. I'll take it for $20. I have an adapter coming today for the other lens, which I showed, which is huge. Give me a second. Let me put my other lens back on. And give me a second. I also bought this lens, which I have an adapter coming for today, hopefully. Hopefully the correct one, because I already bought the wrong one once. Nice zoom lens, but anyway. I'll keep looking at dog pictures. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of light, and so you have to hold the camera still because you need to expose it for longer. So a lot of these were blurry, but my cousin, he went to the air show with me. And here's some airplanes. So this is one of the first ones we saw, a little warthog, I believe. The underside of it. So these planes were flying in front of us left to right. So a lot of them aren't framed great. And there's a lot of shots where I missed. So I get better as I go through, but somebody in front of us had an umbrella, so of course I got a ton of those. Blah, blah, blah. If that person wasn't in the way, that would be an okay picture. You can almost see into the cockpit. I mean, look at him. I'll keep going through here. Yeah. A lot of shots of nothing. You can also see this line here. I think that lens doesn't like being mounted on the camera, and I get these weird lines sometimes. You'll see them in the video too. No, not shot on an iPhone. This is shot on my camera. This would have been a great shot again with the dude's head in the way. Some focus issues. Let's see him doing a little barrel roll or aileron roll. Starting to get a little grainy when you go in too close, but there we go. That's not too bad of a shot. You can see the dude hanging out in there. I don't know if this is a 51, to be honest. There you go. There's his roll. captured in burst with my fucking shaky hands all over the place. And then we get into the jets. So this is one of the newer jets. Let me get a good picture of it. Oh, you can see the fucking not condensation, but the smoke coming off of him as he did. That was a really tight roll, and so you can see the smoke coming off. There's one or two of these that are actually really good. These are the Viper, I believe. And look, you can see the smoke trail, the heat trail behind him. I just missed him. Look how close he was, though. And look, you can see again as he was doing a banked like turn. You can see the heat trail behind him, the air disturbance. Let's see. This one, you can see the dude inside the cockpit. Look at his head. Another good one here. Oh, there you go. You really see him now. And so they flew the Warthog. What the hell is that? Oh, I had made 50 pieces of plastic. They flew the Warthog and they flew this, and then they flew them together. As like a heritage flight from like, you know, the World War II to current or whatever modern day ish. Look, you can see more of the vapor trails coming off of it as he does that. Again, that really tight bank. I was trying to keep track of them, but it's so hard. There goes another one. You can kind of see him silhouetted in the cockpit. They think you're Tom Cruise? Out of focus. So imagine this, right? We got the plane there on the viewfinder, right? This is the full frame viewfinder, except my viewfinder is like a 3-inch sized viewfinder for the screen, but I was looking through the actual tiny ass viewfinder. So like sometimes you can't tell if you're in focus. The engine glow, yeah, dude. A lot of these I wasn't very good focus for. You also have to remember that we're at an airport, right? We're sitting like on the tarmac basically. And so you have a show center right here where they fly past, but then they also go like behind you and in front of you and all this. So your focus, where you're focusing, is always changing. It's very, very hard to snap them all in focus, in my opinion. You know, if you like, autofocus doesn't really work because it's moving, you know, like especially on this lens that I was using, because it's slower to autofocus, you know. In fact, this whole camera body is just kind of slow at autofocusing. Oh, I'll keep going here. I took a lot of pictures. I took like a couple 100 pictures, so I'm not gonna sit on every one of them. Now you can see more engine glow. There you go. That's another good one. Some more of that Viper paint job. Yeah, there's another good one too. There's a couple times where they just like, and he's just like, all right, and now he's gonna do a 3-mile climb, and he just goes zoop, and he just goes like fucking flies up in the air and like disappears into the air in like half a second. Some more of the vapor trails as he fucking does the tight turns. And then they brought back this guy, and like I said, they did the heritage thing where they flew the two of them together. So there you go. If that was cropped a bit better and a little bit more zoomed in, that would be a sick picture. All right. I ever thought of investing in a 360 camera? Yeah, I don't. It's a cool idea, but like, looks like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Interesting. But like, what would I do with a 360 camera? You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do with the 180-degree lens? Like, nothing. I don't have a reason to have it. It's just fun to fool around with, really. What can't you do? I mean, considering there's no zoom on those. There you go. And they're on the underside of both of them. Couple vertical ones. Just trying to get some good pictures, but they're so far away. We're trying to get some. These are some of the either the maintenance guys or somebody on the crew for the jet that was on the ground that you can go talk to. I'm just snapping some pictures of them between the planes passing. There we go. Oh, if this one was framed nicer, this would be a good one too. Yeah, it's the Air Force. More planes. So at the end, they split and went away and then started doing some solo stuff off to the side. You can see it flying upside down. The plane's flying upside down again. Oh, that's another good one right there, underside. So it's the Air Force showing off. Yeah, I mean, all the jets that you're going to see today in these pictures are all Air Force, I believe. There's one that's not. So this was the Panchito, as you can see on the name over here. It was a bomber, B-25, I believe. And so it took off on the runway. That was the previous plane that we were just looking at, I believe. Or similar. It's not quite the same. But, so yeah. Look, you can see the fucking dude, the two of them in the cockpit there getting ready to take off. Like, so they took off the runway here. Everyone's in my way. Blah, blah, blah. Taking off. And so they did a few passes. I got some pictures. I got some video too. You can really see the heat getting in the way here. There we go. Again, if that were framed a little nicer, that's a nice picture. What's going on, soldier? I like this picture. I don't care if other people don't like it. I think this is a cool picture. You know what I mean? With the bomb bay doors open. Air Force Museum in Ohio. You've been inside the cockpits and they're cramped. Oh yeah. You were in a plane crash? Holy shit, dude. On the crowd, yeah. This one again, shit crop. Worse crop than this one. At least this one you can crop and make it a square, or you know, make the center. No, I know. I could do it in Windows if I really wanted to, but you know, it would be nice if I could have done it in camera, you know, and keep all the clouds and stuff. But some more. Again, some cool shots of the underside. No, I didn't know you were in a plane crash. It's way too long to tell here. All right. Some more underside. Just more plane. What I was doing was I was using the burst mode of my camera to try and grab a couple in a row, because sometimes like I wouldn't get it squarely framed, but at least if I was following it, I would get one or two. You know, that's why a lot of them are shit. But yeah, that's what I did. I would have it do a bunch. Well, were you the passenger in this? Holy shit, dude. Boy, yeah, I don't envy that. Bad exposure. You did make the emergency landing? Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun to me. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go through these a little bit quicker. Here's some more fisheye. Again, some more sky with the fisheye. There's a plane with the fisheye. But here, I have some video. We'll catch up to this point because the video's kind of scattered. Oh, that was one of the planes. You can see how badly I'm tracking him though. It's hot and I'm just like, ugh. There's also copyrighted music in here, but oh well.
But as we will describe,
so that's Panchito.
Crews in the field modified the aircraft into much more potent weapon. The B-25 was used in all theaters of war.
Again, passing with the bomb bay doors. I probably could send that through After Effects to stabilize. No. I was going to say off the star on the side, but...
installed only with 56 50 caliber machine guns blazing. Get your cameras ready.
So this was me with the camera like up to my eye, like, you know. So that's why, it's part of the reason why it's so shaky. We'll look at this later. Yep. So this guy is the Jelly Belly interstate whatever plane they call it. That's the thing. The guy that's driving this is like a nut job in a good way. Like he's so fucking talented at driving planes. So you could ride the Panchito. It was like $500 donation to ride it or something. They also had helicopter rides as well. So this guy would just do tricks all fucking day. All day. He just all sorts of stuff. He did an entire show. He came out 3 times, right? No, it didn't rain Jelly Bellies, but apparently he carries some with him to hand out. So he started at the beginning, and they did this fake thing where he has a plane where one of the Arians, whatever they are, can come off, like on purpose. Like he has a switch to do it. And so they did like a mock, like, you know, plane crash, and he like flew all over the place, like out of control. He came out later and did the stunts, which we're about to show in a second here, where he lands on a truck and does a whole like sky show. And then he comes out again later and does a whole show where he flies up into the air, and then he like hovers there, like nose up, just like the propeller wash, just keeping him flat. And then he turns off his engine and he does a whole show where he just glides down and like doesn't use his engine, and it's like a couple minutes. It's not like he just like comes down. He does a whole show, and then he lands on the runway, and there's a dude on the runway holding his hand out, and he like bumps the dude's hand, like he like boop, and then he stops. Like he does a whole show. It's crazy. Or 3 whole shows, I guess. So there's a lot of him here doing this, flying around, you know, upside down, doing some close passes. He's apparently pretty crazy. And so yeah, so he lands on on a truck. So you can see, let me find a good picture of it. Basically, there's a runway on the truck, right? This long. And he lands the plane on it, so the truck's driving down the runway. You sent me before and after on Discord? Okay. he's driving down the runway and they land on top of it. Oh yeah, that looks that looks not as good after, dude. That plane looks like it got fucked up. Holy shit. It looks like the canopy's pretty in shape, except for, you know, the part of the wing that's stuck into it. Yikes. So the way this works is there's a little wheel well. You can almost, I think, see it right there at the front. And he matches speed as best he can and rolls his wheels into that. And once they get in there, they kind of get locked. And so his back wheel can come down. And then, you know, the truck slows down slowly. And then he does the opposite, where he takes off of it. So you can see some more. He took him a few tries. I think he was playing it up. I think he could have done it in one try. Because this is the second time I've seen him do it, and it took him 3 tries both times. And so, yeah, there at that point, he's in there. And so I have some video of that, too. So I think this was after... Oh, no. That was him taking off. Excuse me.
Off of the world's smallest runway.
So I kind of missed most of it, but you can see him just like lift off.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
And so here's some more of his show. Gonna get copyright striked. But so you can see he just goes up and then he just kicks over and he comes back down. I don't know what Edge 540 is, Caleb. And so he just like launches himself. You know what I mean? Like he's just like purposely like holding that stall while spinning. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's just like the idea of launching yourself into like a purposeful tumble at the top of the apex. I don't know. Just crazy. Kind of like drifting, yeah, I guess. The people behind us are making like dumb fucking comments the whole time. It was so dumb. It's like, if you don't want to be here to watch, go, like, you know. But anyway, we'll keep going here. Some more photos of him overexposed again. There we go. Like, these are cool photos. I like this. It's a little, you know, the details lost when you get close, but you know, I keep in my head, I keep thinking, oh, let me just tilt it to like tilt the plane, but it's not a 3D model, it's a picture. And him climbing up, and up. And just tumbling. Like, that looks like an accident, but it's not. He's just tumbling down like... Doing some more stunts here. A little bit of out of focus. Yeah. Again, it's just a lot of photos. Just trying to get one or two good ones, you know? That's kind of cool. It's upside down. He came down, landed on the runway, drove away. So these were the Red Bull dive team. So there was 2 guys in wingsuits and 1 parachuter, I believe. So you can see I missed it, but he did a little flip with his parachute. You can see that's one of the wingsuit dudes. At the end, you know, they parachute at the end. They don't land in the wingsuits, but coming in to land here. All right, so this dude, this is another jet. Let me show you this video of him taking off. So this is him taking off. This dude is 70-something years old, by the way, doing tricks in this jet.
If nothing else, that thing has a really cool...
Nope. Some of these were just nothing. All right, that's later. So this guy did a bunch of tricks in his jet. Like I said, he's like 72 or something. He just does this on the weekends for fun, like the announcer said. I did notice he did not do any like super crazy high G stunts, and he took a very long time to like turn when he turned, but I mean, he's 70. He probably can't take the same thing as like the fighter pilots now can, you know? There's a lot of photos of just nothing here as well. It could be a tiger. Let me see if I can pull up. So if you search airshownewyork.com, this is the thing for it. So it's an L-39 is what it is. The Czechoslovakian L-39. Apparently they're very good to train on. So this guy was the jelly belly dude that landed on the plane, although he had a different truck. Michael Goulian was one of the guys in the smaller planes. He might have been the one that did the stunts, maybe, and Kent landed the jelly belly. I don't remember. The Red Bull Air Force, the Heritage Flight, the West Point parachute team started off the day by parachuting in with a flag, like hanging off one of the parachuters. And they also swore in some people. And the Air Force Thunderbirds are later. We'll get to those. But anyway, we'll keep going with this. A bunch of shots of me missing. There he is. There he is. Just hanging out. Really see the grain on the camera. Yikes. What's going on, Mac? I got a lot of pictures, like I said. Sorry. I took a shit ton of pictures. There he was back on the ground. Look at him. Look at him. He's just an old dude. They had the Air Force was there. They had a demo jet engine that you could take like photos of, and they had an augmented reality thing where you can see the flow of like air and gasoline through it on an iPad. So they cut open parts of it so you can look inside. There's the start. So some of these fins were spinning. They actually had a motor. Was it a Soviet star on the tail? No. Or do you mean this plane? It's a Czechoslovakian, I can't say that word, plane originally, so that might be why. And so this is cool. You could see like all these fins were spinning in here. They were spinning very slowly. It wasn't like the jet engine was on, but you can kind of see. And so we get to the Thunderbirds. So this is the Air Force. This is the Air Force's, like, you know, this is the Air Force, like. So they fly so fucking close to each other. I think it's like 18 inches apart. They get so close to each other, it's like scary. I had earplugs in and it was still loud. Like, I have custom molded earplugs and it was still loud.
The diamond is now approaching from the right. This is a rare opportunity to go in spontaneous aileron rolls in close form.
So they call this the diamond with this. There's 4 of them in like a diamond pattern. And so they were playing audio from the cockpit, I believe. They're just fucking, like... Imagine flying a jet purposefully at somebody else's jet and, like, just missing. There's a little slow speed test kind of thing, and they launch themselves afterward. These things are made to go super fast, and here he is just, like, feathering it to go super slow, you know? Nope. Some of these were mistakes. And so there's all 6 of them. So what they do is they have the 4, and they have 2, like, extra guys who sometimes join for stuff or do other things with it. Is it Dr. Dre? I don't know. I didn't choose the music. I'm trying not to get a copyright by talking over it, but I know that doesn't work. So if I get banned, I hope it was worth it.
From your right, watch the formation of 6 F-16s precisely maneuver, showcasing teamwork at its finest for the Delta 360.
Yeah, it's too late for Twitch though. I'm already playing. So they're like feet apart, like it's crazy. It's crazy how fucking close. And you gotta think like here, where? Like this plane, while it's not releasing smoke, like it still has hot air and like jet turbulence behind it. So this guy has to be perfectly below so that he's not like in that wash. Like, ugh. The precision is just like insane. You can see those horizontal lines I was talking about flashing over the screen because of whatever mount not working right. You sneeze and knock the stick. Yeah, right? You get a fucking headache. You didn't eat enough for breakfast and like you get a little lightheaded. Like all the fucking things that could go wrong. Just making a really big fucking circle in the sky, man. I swap from horizontal to vertical. Hang on. This will get me muted for sure. But you can hear them as they fly overhead. Listen to the engines. It's crazy. good song to get banned to, yeah, right? Me not knowing where to look. Yeah, you can see those flashes again from my camera. You can hear that they patched in the cockpit, apparently, for this one, too. They're talking to each other. I don't know, dude. I'm getting so fucking close with these planes. But anyway, the rest are just pictures here, so... There's a couple good ones in here. Some shitty ones, too. Mostly shitty. There you go, that's not too bad. Little recrop. A little too far zoomed in to be able to do that, I guess, but... There you go. That one would have been nice if I was actually framing it well. Nice picture of the underside there. Right when they did the crisscross. There's 4 of them in this picture. You can see the second tail of the one behind. Same for this one. You can see the nose cone of both of them. I don't know. That's just crazy. Like, if you think about the distance from this part of this plane to the body of this plane to this, he probably has like, or he or she has probably like no room in there. You know what I mean? Like, they're just there, just hanging on. Like, there you go. Another good one. It got a little too close to the sun for me. I couldn't get that one very well. The two of them were flying like right above each other, basically, above and below. I think they were offset like horizontally a little bit, but not by much. Yeah, I don't know. There are some that the heads were like out of focus, but you could see like the edge of it was over part of the plane. I'm sure you could, but that's all right. I'm not doing anything with these. They're just fun to take, you know. I just wish it weren't quite so blurry. I wonder if that's JPEG compression or something else. Because I do have these. I do have it saved RAWs as well, but I never use them. I don't know why I bother even to have it do RAWs. Are you JPEGs or are you sensor noise? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? My cousin's head. So the 4 of them were flying, and then there's the chase one that's gonna come flying past them. It's hard to get them all in the same photo. You can see him. Oh yeah, my my burst, my camera only can do a certain number of bursts before it has to dump them to the memory card, so I ran out. I wanted to catch him flying through, but you can see the vapor trails off of him again. We'll catch up here. Yeah, they split. I got a video of that before, but this was 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th one over here, I think, or passing. Yeah, there's a fourth one here. They're all just kind of like crisscross, right and crossing right in front of each other, but I was too zoomed in to get them all, and I was a little bit off center. out of focus, but you can see those vapor trails from how hard he's turning. Or she. I think there's 2 males, 2 females doing this, but some more of the undersides. It almost looks like a video. Out of focus. But you can see the 4. I think there was a 4th one. And then the opposing one. Some more undersides there. Some more top. They were saying that is 9 G's when they do those really tight turns. So take whatever your weight is and multiply it by 9. That's how heavy you'd be. Fucking you're gonna weigh like what, 2,000 pounds for a few seconds, like. There you go. Another underside shot. Again, not the greatest framing, but that's better. There you go. I like this picture too. This is a nice one. With all the smoke behind him. There's all 6 of them again. And there's a grasshopper. So there was a shit ton of grasshoppers. There were so many. So we were walking back to the car and we're walking through the field where we parked, and you'd take a step and like 30 grasshoppers would hop and fly like 2 feet in front of you because you stepped near them. And then you take another step and they'd all get up and they'd fly forward again. So that's it. I guess the end of it here is these last couple ones. This is when they were leaving. They were like, thanks for coming, and these guys, they were still flying away. Yeah. And then they came and yelled at us to get out. So that's it. I mean, I got airplanes. That's airplanes. I'll leave on this one. I don't know. This is the second time I went to see this show. My cousin and me have gone twice now. I really enjoyed it. Some of the shots I really liked. Some of them I thought were shitty. I mean, you know, that's just the way these things go. But you know, stuff like this, like if there was a little bit more room above it, I think it would be a really great shot. But it's still all right. A lot of the ones I posted to Twitter and Instagram, or I put a bunch in Discord as well. They were all ones that were on here. I'm not, you know, saying that there are ones that aren't here, but I picked a few of my favorites and put them in Discord. But you like it cornered like this? I just wish there was a little bit more of a gap above it, so it wasn't quite forced off the edge of the frame, but it's fine. For somebody who picked up cameras within the last year, like, I think I'm doing okay. This was all done manually, with the manual settings, so I'm not using any, like, you know, this says shutter priority, this says exposure, you know, assist and all that. I'm not using any of that. I'm just doing it all me. So I'm really trying to force myself to learn how to camera well. So I think I did okay. My next big hurdle is between being colorblind and losing my vision from staring at monitors all day. I don't know how the fuck to post-process pictures, so I'm gonna hit the bathroom, grab a drink because my throat hurts after talking, and we'll go continue playing the game, which is, I'm sure, I don't know, I've probably crashed the economy, but I'll be back in a minute. These interaction reminder things get weird, so I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.